They done messed around and gave New Era Chicago their own radio show. What they do that for?
You done messed up!
So what we doing, bro?
Man, we talk about power.
Did you say power?
Not rights and equality, but power. We ain't begging, we building.
In that order, Chicago, and we got dope segments. Hey, yo, sis, holla at them.
Peace and love, family. It's Sister E of New Era Chicago in the building, dropping the statistics, holistics, and of course the ballistics. Good for the mind, body, and the soul. Let's get it, family.
And this your boy D Cook coming with straight facts. If you don't know, now you know.
And this is your other sister, Omo Oya Music, coming in peace, love, and light, getting real with my people so we can quit with the bull spit.
And this brother E, and I'm gonna wrap it up with the power surge.
Listen, it's going down every Wednesday night, 5 to 6 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's the Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
The skin of men fit me fine, tailor-made, yeah, I'm comfortable. And so it seems I'm still chasing my dreams. They told me, watch my steps, they want to pull the rug from under you. This is transparency, my life 3D. You live every word that I utter, reporting live from the gutter. Where the mind's hard to change, but we don't give up on our brothers and sisters. Cause we all need one another. The time's getting closer, revolution, feel it coming. I can smell it in the air. Inhale it, let it embody you. Because chances are the cops pull you over, they body you. Plus we don't trust each other, so it's just another obstacle. Why jump hurdles to make a change? It ain't optional. Olympian mindset in this booth with my binoculars. I see my vision getting clear. Justice what a prophet do. My music touch the people's soul. Black power gospel tunes. So many styles, watch me kick them like they soccer moves. Falling rank and file, this is my platoon. Soldiers at attention, ain't no Willie lynching. This the program. Who they think they kidding? Reinvent the system. Total reconstruction of our mental stigma. This ain't a game, boy. Still they think I'm talking about Nintendo's. That's a shame, boy. Augment reality. Better fix your brain, boy. I love my people, hope they love me black. I'm going hard and ain't no holding back. Watch me react. I put my fist up in the skies like the beacon for believers that one day we return to our greatest sin. We seek it all the glory we can obtain and keep reaching. I'm painting this picture. I hope you see it. Guess what the theme is? I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. Well, how about you to sing these tunes too? Customize for you a little something you can groove to. Feeling good about yourself. Melanated mood muse. Always service humble pie. We don't care about who's who. Light brown or dark skin. This right here's for you too. We are the gods of the earth. Living proof truth. Say it loud if you black and proud. I salute you and that's a fact. Where you at? Let me hear you say it back. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. Super melanation, renovation of our databases. Gotta fix the trinity to make it past the matrix. There's a rabbit in the hole. No decision, you gon' chase it or just shut up for complacency. Here's your motivation. Black power in your veins. Up to us to build a nation. European mental detox completely we erase it. Cause you can't keep fighting over old information. Probably bring it right back if you love being black. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love being black. One more time. I love being black. Hey. I do this for my people all across the map. Even for the ones who don't identify with being black. Hebrews the best elixir. Go ahead and try your best. It's truth serum, my loose spirits. The ancestors speak to me. I spit the truth. Hear it. You hungry souls here to re-engineer them so that they fearless. This precious atmospheric as the hell is spinning. Trying to strategize a way so we can start winning. It begins with pride of yourself. Embracing this feeling. Said no new friends. That's what happened to the village. Too much individualism. It's easier to pillage. I'm just making this appearance for coherence. So you can understand what we up against. Hit the reset button. Switch covenants. It's my contract to the people that I'm publishing. It's a new era. Hood to hood. Feel the power and I'm loving it. Turn up. Net turn up. Strapped with the black burner. Murder. You sleeping and I shoot up your server. Corrupt the service after 5 minutes. Time to purge them. We waking up and that's what got them nervous. I love being black. We turning up. I love being black. Say it loud. Man, I love
that I attended, all of the education that I had, college, public, and otherwise, nobody ever told me that I was an African woman. Nobody ever told me what the history of African people were. Nobody ever told me that America is business, and without business you will have nothing and be nothing. And nobody ever told me how to organize business so that I would be able to develop institutions in my own community. So now the sincerity of all of the programs and all of the education has to be questioned, indicted, and convicted, because the bottom line is that America is not and has never tried to produce African adults who are functional, self-sufficient, who understand their politics, their economics, and their relationship to the world politics and the world economics. Listen, you have to have some confidence in the power of African people amongst ourselves to establish a foundation. We have it. We have utter chaos in our cities, and you got to say that. You can have a program. I'm not saying we've built a lot of institutions, and those institutions have not been effective. The majority of millions of African youth in this country are dying mentally, dying spiritually, dying emotionally, dying academically, and you may have a program, Mr. Brown may have a program, but what we got to talk about is an American government that tracks millions of African people who don't go to your program, don't go to Brown's program, millions of African people, not only here, but all around the world. And if we are not honest enough to say who are our friends, who are our enemies, to know what a friend is, to know what an enemy is, we will constantly be trying to get into people's parties, to shake our butts with them, to get them to like us, and that's not the question. The question is, what can we build amongst ourselves to secure ourselves from our enemies so that we will be able to survive into the future?
Love, black unity, black power. You already know what time it is, family. We back like we never left. You know what it is. It's the Black Power Hour, the #1 Black Power Hour, New Era Chicago Radio on What's in It for the Black People Media. You know what's up. I'm your boy, author and national speaker D. Cook. But I'm not by myself, family. I'm not by myself. I got my family here. Talk to them, sis.
What's good? How y'all doing, people? The weather done changed on us. I'm going to just start by saying cover them babies up. Don't be out there with your chest all out. How my mama...
Yo, get them necks covered up. Get them necks covered up.
My mama would want you to cover up and make sure you're boosting your immune systems out there. But I love you, and I can't wait to get started with this convo. What's up, sis?
No doubt.
What's up?
What's good, Queen?
What's up? How y'all feel?
Oh, we powerful today, Queen. Powerful.
That's all. As always, it's good to see y'all. Good to link up. And just come on with the spiel. Let me just go ahead and finish off what my sister said about building your immune systems. Get your vitamin C.
That's your thing.
Wash your hands.
That's her thing.
Get you some zinc. You feel me? Cover up them necks.
Ain't no question.
You know that baby hawk is out there, and y'all know how it does in Chicago. It ain't gonna stop.
My grandma called this strep throat weather. That's what she called it.
I heard it's not politically correct, but I heard it was Indian weather.
I heard that.
I called it. I thought they called it Indian summer.
Well,
when it's late, when it's warm in October.
We probably get canceled for saying it. So
yeah. We was just saying.
So we gonna politely just leapfrog over there and introduce our other member of the crew. Y'all know who it is. Always with that power surge. Brother E in the building. What's good, Big Hermie?
What's happening, family? How y'all feeling? Good to see y'all. Let's get to it.
No doubt. Hey, brother, man. Hey,
look.
About that business, right? About that business. And I love it, right? I love it because I draw off of it. I'm hyper. I got a lot of energy, right? But when I see bro, he just so contained with it, right? I learn a lot, right? But when it's time to put that out there, it's kind of like Bruce Lee described water. Mm-hmm. It's calm, so calm.
Now, bro used to take names for the teacher when she went out the classroom. That's what that was.
The water is calm, right? But if it's stirred up, right, it's strong enough to break down the Berlin Wall.
Let me find out you sat up there at the front.
Right?
Never.
All right, so check it out, family. Y'all know what we do. First and foremost, we'd like to say thank you to everybody that's tuning in on live with us, please tell a friend to tell a friend. Log on and share the page as well, right? We don't want to be selfish when it comes to information because you know you're here for a reason, because you know that you're going to hear something that's going to be pertinent. You're going to hear something that's strong. We know it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
Come on and get everybody in. If you got the children in the house with you, bring them to the microphone as well, because they need to hear this conversation. They're hearing all the other adult conversations, right?
Yeah, they are.
need to hear this type of conversation.
That's
so
it.
this week, we're going strong, right? We're talking about New Era Chicago's Buy Black Tour. It's happening
Let's
this
go.
weekend. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Oh, let's
Go.
get it. We're talking about bringing generational wealth to the community. We're talking about building, showing what it looks like to love each other in public. I can't wait for this. I
Yeah.
can't wait for this because I'm going to tell you what stood out, because we've been doing this ever since I've been rocking with New Urban Chicago. Before I got with New Urban Chicago, they was doing it. But you know what stood out to me? I don't know. I can't even remember what city. We be moving around so much. But where was we at with New Urban Nation? And just off impulse, we just stopped and went in the store and did a Buy Black Tour when we was out doing the hood to hood. What city was that?
That was
Miami, because I don't think I was there.
it was Miami because we was I had everybody drinking coconut water.
So,
What y'all need coconut water for?
It was hot.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to pan to you first, sis. All right? It was a reason you had that happen that day. It's a reason that New Era is doing this. Break down the importance and significance of Buy Black Tour.
So for us, with New Era Chicago, we're always talking about, circulating the black dollar and the importance of supporting our people. We all know that within our businesses and the competition that we, come up against, we're not sitting at the table and we're not offered the same things. So in our communities, when we have these small businesses or just black businesses, period, it's important for us to show them love, support them by any means so that they're able to, grow and, potentially hire our youth, and just continue to represent in the best way possible so that we can also show our youth that you can become, your own business, a business owner. You don't always have to be the worker. Right. So it's a lot of different businesses. And I'm so excited because, when I was out there just, going store to store, this will be our actual second one. And just to know that it's a lot of those businesses still thriving, it just got me so excited. You know what I mean? So I was just letting them know, hey, y'all, we coming. And they was just like, oh, yeah, we remember y'all and, this, that, and the third. But it's just the level of the different stores that we got, So we're gonna get into it, but just get back to what you were saying, bro. It's very important for us to go out and support our black businesses. Offer them critique. We hear a lot of people always talking about, well, this and that. Yeah, the same way that Walmart, can jack you up. You can give your brother and your sister, get them the second chance or the third chance or the fourth chance. Don't stop coming. Offer them. That's what you owe them. You know what I mean? That's a business, and you owe them just that honesty to say, hey, you know what? It will help. And just give them, just open criticism. It's not nothing hurtful or nothing like that, but keep giving them that same faith that you give to Walmart, Sam's Club, and all of those other businesses.
That's actually a great point right there, sis. The fact that we're so quick to give up on each other, right? I would like someone to speak to that point. Why is that? What do we need to do to stop that from happening? Is that what's pushing the Buy Black Tour, Brother E?
Okay, so your question was two parts. Why do we give up on each other? The psychological training first. You know what I'm saying? The unrelenting. I mean, the physical assault is one thing, but the most damaging thing that's been done to us is they've gotten control of our minds, where we do not think, act, and behave in our own self-interest. We, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's mind is oriented to facilitate their own well-being, except in our case. I think we are probably one of the most unique groups of people on the planet. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. What was the other part of your question? You said,
is that the reason for?
Yeah,
is that the reason for the Buy Black? Oh, absolutely. We are actively trying to combat the psychological damage that's been done to us by just showing people and getting people into the manner and building the camaraderie, the togetherness, the unity that's needed by simply going out, not asking the businesses for anything, but just encouraging people to come with the spirit and the mind of supporting You know what I'm saying? We ain't out here looking for no play, no sales, no discounts or whatever. We are here for one reason. Just we are here to support black businesses, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And we in order to reverse our situation, we, like I say, we have to be intentional and deliberate. This can't be no shit that we do. Oh well, you know, I just happen to. No, we are specifically going to these businesses to infuse and flood them with cash. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And we support them just because they black.
Absolutely.
That's powerful right there. Sister Oya, come on in, sis.
I mean, for the two most important reasons for me, number one is building that economic base. You know, like we talk about seats at the table and so forth. The thing about it is I don't want a seat at anybody else's table. I want us to be able to build our own. Yep. And we're not going to be able to get handouts for that. We don't need any grants for that. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get that, then people want to start, you know, putting their own input in.
Telling you how to move.
Stuff, you know what I'm saying? And they want to be on the camera with you. And it's like, no, this is our thing. Back up, you know what I'm saying? So building that economic base so that we can build stronger in our communities. We can start playing some of these political games. Dr. Claude Anderson, I'm kind of pulling from his energy with that, you know, where he says there's certain levels to this thing, and you need to be able to finance
economics
that
is the foundation. Yeah.
And then the other thing, just like what Sis said, is I think it is extremely important for our children to be able to walk into stores and know the people that own them look like them. You know what I'm saying? They need to be able to see us going out to open the doors of our own stores. You know what I mean? Or going to support. So for me, it's all that. The tissue paper, the laundry detergent. I found a company that got Reynolds wrap and saran wrap and garbage bags. So the fact of the matter is there are plenty of options for us where we can just shop with each other, infuse those businesses, and make it happen.
Absolutely. Yo, sis, that was so powerful right there, right? And that's really the point. You just brought up some things that was bringing me right into my point, right? So number one, right, it's the group economics part for me. It really is, bro, right? Because that's the piece. Like, we have a lot of us that's rich. We have a lot of us that's millionaires, right? We still in the same type of situation that we in, bro. We still in the same. That's not the answer, individual wealth.
Come on, there you go. It's the collective.
It's collective. You know what I'm saying? Together, it's group, collectively, economics, right? Like, you brought up Dr. Claude Anderson. When I tell you, I feel like I'm one of his most powerful understudies, and we ain't never met before, right? I'm going through them. 1 through 9. I'm going through them, right? And the problem is the lack of circulation of the dollar inside our community, right? It's the psychological reason that we don't circulate the dollar inside our community. That's what I'm always focused in on, like circulating that dollar. So for me, it's optics. They need to see black people deliberately coming out with $1 and saying, I'm giving this to these brothers and sisters.
For no other reason than because you black.
Right, right. And now the only thing we asking when we come into the businesses, right? I mean, you do what you want to do, but we trying to build a nation, right? All we ask is that you take the $1 that we giving you and spend it in another black business.
Now, that's the T.
That piece
That's
right
that
there.
piece.
Right? Because I don't want to see you, you know what I'm saying, golf mill Ford, you know what I'm saying? Buying you a 4x4 with the, you know what I'm saying? No, I need you in the hood. You know, I need you investing in other
schools.
Black. Come on now, come on now.
Come on, and them babies need stuff.
We got black-owned car dealerships. Let's go.
And grab our youth. Grab the youth. Show them. You know what I mean? The kids are so much more like they smart as hell. You know, they catch on fast, and it's just
and creative.
They have their own ideas, and they have ways of making things better, enhancing things. You don't have to take the long way. You know what I mean? We have a slower way of thinking at times. Or they'll tell you like, "Why don't you just do this?" And you looking like, "Well, that's why I probably gave birth to you, so you can do it." You know,
right.
And it's just like they're innovative.
Yeah,
you know, so that's what I can appreciate, and I love the fact that they are so like multifaceted. You know, I'm looking at 2 young brothers now, you know what I'm saying? They're in training, and that is just so powerful. You know, and it's just like just like bro said last week, you know, you grab the hand of the elder and you grab a hand of the youth and just keep that energy going. You know, and that's what we have to do. So that's why it's important for us to find and operate from our highest selves, because we always got people watching.
Right.
Always got the youth watching.
Absolutely. I got a question.
Come on, sis.
Because, I always be thinking. So, when we do encounter, and I just want you guys' opinions, when you do encounter a business, a black business that says, you know, I appreciate you coming in and shopping with me, but they're not necessarily going to regenerate that money in the community. They're not willing to. How do you say, okay, well, we not shopping with you, or do you continue to shop? Like, what's up, bro?
You continue to shop because we have to be the example. We have to continue to be the example to show our people what sacrifice means as far as it relates to our community. Because see, that one time, you know, like if we automatically cut somebody off because he say, nah, you know what I'm saying, we'll lose a lot of our people.
Yeah.
We'll lose a whole lot of our people. We have to be continuous, intentional, and deliberate. You know what I'm saying? What other words can I use that mean the same thing as that? Sacrifice. Like, we have to show that. So it doesn't matter, you know, just because they don't necessarily have the mindset at that particular time. You know, people change their minds. And that's really what this is about. It's about creating the mindset in our people so that, you know, we can go ahead and repair ourselves. Like, you know, you spoke briefly about individual wealth, certain individuals having, you know, wealth or whatever. And oftentimes, you know, in those cases, when we reach a certain level of success, we have the means, but we don't have the mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We have the means, but we don't have the mind. So you can be rich, you can be a billionaire, but if you're not connected to your people, it's like you're of no use to us.
Yeah, right.
So this is what this is about. This is about creating the mindset in our people, showing our people like, we doing this. We ain't getting nothing from the farm. None of the money is coming to us. You know what I'm saying? We are getting high basically off of watching a bunch of black people support black businesses.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the spirit we coming in. You know, we just have to, those of us who are at least talking and know and understand this black power, black love, black unity, we have to demonstrate that. And all the time it ain't gonna be easy. Most time it's not gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? But we just got to keep pushing through.
No doubt.
One thing I like to add too, when we're being intentional, we have to also introduce the fact or remind people about reciprocity. You know, and you going in these businesses with the best energy that you have, with full intention of coming back, bringing awareness to the location, and you fully know how important it is. And you know, for the business owners, whether they get it or not, you know, you keep feeding it to them because they'll get it, and just because it's blessed by the ancestors, you know, it's going to eventually just turn over for us.
No question.
You know what I'm saying?
So that was an excellent question by my sister, and you are always thinking. That's one of your like greatest qualities.
People be like, "You're so combative." I'm not. I just
because that's how my brain ticked off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The little hamster in my head got a pair of Air Max. He owned a collection of Air Max.
Yeah.
All day long, I'm asking questions, follow-up questions, right? So you mentioned something, Brother E, like that was very prolific. Both of you all, actually. But, bro, you said that, you know, people change, right? And immediately my brain went to the follow-up question. How do people change, and what do they change for, right? And so I just wanted to respond to that. And just to add on to what you were saying, like we keep going back to the store because we know that change is possible. Change will happen. Why do people change? They change because they see someone else walking in their faith unshooken. And I didn't make you feel small when I walked in with my belief. You know what I'm saying? I came in with my faith like, yo, we got to stand together. You didn't get it today, right? This is how much I believe in this. I'll be back tomorrow. Bro.
Exactly.
Bro, I'll be back tomorrow. You gonna hug me. You gonna hug me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mentally or physically. Right?
That's real shit, bro.
And then we gonna bring you in because when I walked in the door, I already recognized you was the one that was broken. I knew that before I walked in.
Yeah.
So I'm not caught off guard when I get a broken response. I'm not caught off guard,
I've been prepared
bro.
for
you
this.
give me a chance to do what I do best. I teach in moments like that. I teach in moments like that. And my critical thinking is for that moment. For that moment. When I get a brother face to face, like, hey, bro, I never really consciously thought about spending this dollar deliberately in another black store. And that's crazy, too, because I want my black people to shop with me. But I didn't think about taking the dollar from my store and giving it to it. You know what, bro? I'm going to go ahead and change that right now.
Reciprocity.
This is how we... And goes back to the point of what you said, sister. Reciprocity, please.
Can I real quick, because in the comments, you all been chiming
Please
in.
snap it.
You've been communicating with each other, your businesses. I love to see that. Sister Janessa is always in here with the comments. She asked, where is it? Brother Devin was like, what time? So if we could just take a quick minute, you know what I'm saying, while y'all here, we'll let you know the location and some information.
Logistics.
And then we'll jump back into it.
Right. Well, let's let them
We
know
don't
where
want you
it's
to have
at,
to
right?
leave or nothing and miss it.
No doubt. That's beautiful.
All right, family. So it will be on the south side of Chicago, in what we call the Black Boardwalk. It is located at 75th Street. We will be moving from 75th and Wabash back east towards, I want to say, a little bit past King Drive. So I want to say Eberhard or Vernon. There is a numerous amount of businesses. We got black wood shops, we got black florists, we got a black health food store, we got Brown Sugar Bakery. Come on, y'all know about them cupcakes.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of
cookies.
t-shirt
Cleaners.
different stores. We got cleaners,
Restaurants.
restaurants.
Everything, huh?
Yeah.
The words of my everything from the
Everything.
ruler to
So
the
come
tutor.
hungry.
That's my grandma.
Today.
For sure, come hungry.
Come
We got
hungry.
Looks and Styles, Sister Crystal. We got Brother Will with the all the ethnic. It's a food mart, and they got everything. They got the Irish sea moss in the can. Y'all don't know nothing about that, but they got it.
Yeah.
Man, it's just a plethora of rich.
Plethora.
Just rich
Right there. That used to be one of my
stuff.
favorite
You
words.
feel me? It's just y'all don't even know how excited I was walking up and down the street, like, ooh.
Finna come here.
So yeah, so
she done probably grabbed most of the earrings, y'all.
don't even let me get y'all started on the earrings, because y'all know I loves me a good pair of earrings from my sisters. But man, it's gonna be a real exciting day. So it's Saturday, October 23rd, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. So y'all link up.
And on top of all that, that should be enough right there, right? Buying black. But on top of all that, you'll get a chance to meet us, family. We will be there. You can press our palms, talk to us, let us know what topics we should talk about on the show. Where's the next place we should go to do a Buy Black tour? Just connect, family.
Yep.
Because our network is our net worth, right?
Exactly.
We got to build together. This is part of it. When we start doing that, family, we won't have time to even reflect on what somebody else is trying to do, because it won't penetrate off the surface, bro. The atmosphere, the atmosphere around it, that bond. What's that thing Wonder Woman had? What's that? You bounce off, boy. Get up off us.
And I
Bounce up
love
off
that show. I'm waiting for them to remake it and make her black.
Look, I want
We ain't about to do that.
Yeah, look, she said make her black.
I'm
Bring it
waiting on them to make her black. They done made the Wonder Years black. We got to come on with it
I
now.
love the Wonder Woman. Now let me real quick, because I saw in the comments, I don't remember who said it, but it was that there's also a liquor store over there, and that they are not black owned, but they give back to the community. I would just say that there is a black owned liquor store. It's over in Hyde Park. So if you just got to get some, like when you come to the Black Buy Tour, hit up our people. You know what I'm saying? Spend your dollars with us. And if you just have to and you got like $3 left, then okay. But even if you got $3-4 left and you can make it over into Hyde Park, our people over there. And they have an excellent selection, and it's a family business, and they are pleasant and wonderful. So if we're going to talk about buying black, let's, buy black. They can still donate to the community.
Yeah.
And let me say this, family. This right here is something that is so simple and easy. It doesn't require much. You're going to spend $20 on a Saturday.
Yeah.
You're going to spend $20 on a Saturday.
minimum.
And we're asking that you come out and spend $20 with a black business specifically. With all of the programs and different things that we do, this is something that should have the most participation.
Yeah.
We're not asking people to necessarily come and walk the streets of Inglewood with us today. You know what I'm saying? Even though we do that, you may not be able to make it with us to come, feed people or whatever. But this right here is more of a real lighthearted, easy, kicking it easy. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, though, it is what's the word? Can't think of a word.
Imperative.
It's imperative. At the same time we own business.
It's so powerful.
You know what I'm saying? We own business because economics is warfare.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Economics is warfare, and this is something that is so easy. It don't require nothing. Just show up, 10 or 15, man, buy something from over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This as I was speaking to you all, I was saying, the Buy Black tour is something that I can that is easy for us to pull off because all we got to do is show up. With the food programs, we got to go get the food, we got to cook it, we have to prep it, package, bring it to the location. Now, this is something that can be very huge for us as an organization, and it's something that I really envision black businesses looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? Because I want it to become something where, when people mention New Era Chicago's Buy Black tour, they can automatically say, oh yeah, they came through and my revenue was increased by, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So listen, family, come on out. Those of you who have the mind, like I said, oftentimes we don't have the means, but $5 or $10 here. But those of us who have the mind, come on out. Let's come on out and support these businesses, and let's just, let's make this crack.
Absolutely, family. Go ahead, sis.
Call out Alvin.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say Alvin said it's a liquor store. It's not a liquor store, it's a beverage shop.
Yeah,
so get y'all stuff together.
My bad, whatever. I'm from the south side of Chicago. It's a liquor store, Alvin. Don't start none.
And he spelled it liquor store.
Liquor store. Okay, I got you.
No doubt.
He got me.
Listen, it's extremely important, family. I was just thinking right now, like, how powerful, because, brother, you said, like, those of us that have the mind, like, I know everyone that's logged in right now, everyone that's live, I know you got the mind because you tuned in, you clicked it for a reason. Family, listen, right? We're just asking you all that's listening to us right now, if you could come out with maybe one or two people, maybe perhaps a young person who's never seen, don't know nothing about, any demonstrations or black people like coming together to galvanize to do something powerful like this. Bring them out just for the experience. Give them $1 or $2. They may not even have a lot, right? But they may be able to go inside, buy a beverage, and support and feel like they're a part of the movement. That $2 or $3 that you will spend that day, or that your youth will spend, will infinitely quadruple their worth when they become an adult. I guarantee.
Real talk. Yeah, that's real shit.
I guarantee you that. This is an investment that you'll be making Saturday. This is an investment, family.
Come on.
All right? Everything else, listen, we talked about Dr. Clyde Anderson earlier, right? Everything else we do, when we take money, we're 100% consumers. We consume so much. People sit in business office to market directly to us.
They got urban
Damn
departments.
Everybody else. We consume so much. Nike was like, do I roll with the NFL or black people? I'm going to roll with black people. That's where my money at right there. Damn, what you saying? I'm going to get you back. I cannot lose this community.
Demographic.
Do you know if this demographic community, do you know if it wasn't for Chicago specifically,
Come on.
there would be no Michael Jordan brand. Specifically.
They still standing in line.
My mama bought some Jordans when we was repeating and three-peating, and all of them was together. I was like, what? Okay.
My auntie out there talked about players. I'm like, how do you know who this is right here, right?
Yeah.
She know all the players.
I got a little low-key secret, y'all.
What?
I ain't get my first pair of Jordans till I was grown.
I mean, you because my old man wasn't buying none either.
Let me give you another secret.
What?
I ain't get my first pair of Jordans till I was grown, all right?
Please.
There ain't nobody had no Jordan money.
Right.
My old man would have never bought.
Never.
How much was they back in the 90s?
No,
$100.
$1.50.
They was like $100. They was a buck
It
50.
was
like
for
a
sure.
buck
A
20.
light bill and a
Man,
gas
yeah,
bill.
there you go,
Probably would
sis.
have been on punishment for asking my old man some shit. Man, please. Never. Let me say this, though. Family, black people in this country, they say we spend $1.5 trillion a year in this country. And they say if we moved as a collective, as a unit, we would have the 9th largest economy in the world.
Yes, bro.
Now, I believe there are like 160 something countries in the world. If we moved as a unit in this country collectively, if we had the mind, we would have the 9th largest.
That's right.
And I
exactly.
can't, you know what? I cannot help but think about that every time I hear us complaining about anything.
Like, we got it.
Jobs, housing, schooling,
Yeah.
medical care. We spend $1.5 trillion dollars. Do you understand that we live in a country that sends its military to invade and occupy countries for that type of wealth? Do y'all understand that? Like, we spend that every year. Annually. And like I said earlier, business, economics is warfare.
Facts, Sister Janessa.
Economics is warfare. You know what I'm saying? We have to be mindful of how we spend our money. You know, when you think about products that say made in USA, why do you think they do that? Why do you think they do that? Because they have to listen, they are of the mindset that the country cannot afford for people to spend spend their wealth, their resources, the fruit of their labor with other people. And that's what's happening with us. Like, we take everything and push it out, and nothing is coming in. We don't produce anything. We just consume to the tune of $1.5 trillion. And then one more quick point. I always mention Dr. Amos Wilson. He talks about the fact that the black community is economically deprived, and we deprive ourselves.
Yeah.
We deprive ourselves. And it's tied into, you know, we have a situation where, because we have not created the infrastructure and the wealth and the inheritance for our children, that the only way that they can get anything from us is to knock us in the head and take it. You know what I'm saying? So on one hand, we out here talking about put the guns down, we hands up, don't all that other silly shit that we be talking about. But we don't understand how we don't have the mindset to we don't understand how it's all tied in. We squander our children's inheritance on bullshit, shopping with other people, and we don't have the mind to, you know, to save that and leave it for them, you know. And we reaping what we sowing, pretty much.
Yeah, for real, bro. I just want to go to the comments real quick.
Go ahead.
Sister Janessa Martin, she on it.
Oh, that's my girl.
Hey,
that's my
she
sis
all in
right
my
there.
head.
If we stop spending and voting like collectively, like we're crippled,
We were
entire
crippled.
nation.
Crippled.
And bro,
Absolutely.
That's the piece right there, right? Like you said, bro. Man, Dr. Clyde Anderson, he states that exactly. Like, we will be the 9th richest nation. I really want that to sink into everyone's head. That if we put our money together, we will be the 9th richest nation. Family. All these other symptoms that we got separating us, I call them symptoms specifically, fam. Religion, sexual preference, dark skin, light skin,
Political.
old, young, political parties,
Street organization.
street mobs and ties. Bro, those are symptoms of our problem, family. That is not the problem. Look at the one thing that has stayed the same over the 450, 500 years. The one thing that Dr. Clyde Anderson says that stays the same. He said, you moving around, everybody free, right? But we still own the same percentage
of this country
wealth that we owned when
Back
we was
then.
enslaved and coming out of slavery. It's 0.001%.
And at one point, he said it decreased.
Yeah, he did. It decreased. We went down.
We went
millionaires, right?
And at this trajectory, we are going down.
Right.
So we got to flip that around and do something different with that. And a large part of it, and that's why I love the show. If I wasn't on it, I'd be watching it, because like the series of conversations, this is where the compassion comes in. This is where the communication comes in. This is where we have to be able to sit at a table, have differences of opinion, but still be able to understand, look, what is the best thing for the collective? Like, everybody ain't going to walk out with 100%, of what they want. But if we can walk out saying, okay, you know what, this is going to be a step forward for the community, then you really ain't got shit to say.
Yep.
You can rest easy that evening, and change ain't overnight. So you have those people, we've been doing this for 2 weeks and I ain't seen, and we've been in this position for hundreds of years. So
and we've been moving incorrectly to a large degree for the past however long.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned, at the end of slavery, he said we owned 1/2% of the wealth of this country.
Yep.
Today, we own 1/2% of the wealth of this country. Now think about that. In spite of our black millionaires, billionaires, everybody that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? But still collectively, you know what I'm saying? That has not changed. There are certain constants that are never going to change as it relates to us and this country. You know what I'm saying? And so we have to be mindful of that and start moving correctly.
Right. We have to move that odometer. We got to move that needle, family, right? You know, because everything else you seeing now, it look like we making improvements, but we not, family.
not.
That's
Exactly.
almost like
We not.
when Chicago police come out and they give you the reports of the numbers. Homicides are down, but crime overall is up. It's the same thing.
Make it make
bro.
sense.
Right. Crime overall is up. All right. 10 less people got shot this year. But 30 more people got carjacked. Crime is up anyway, fam. We need our numbers to go up, not go down or stay idle. Family, 0.1%, that's a crazy, ridiculous number. You can't even divide that into nothing, family. It's not enough portion to go around for everybody, right? So we got to be deliberate. Deliberate when it comes to our dollar. Family, that's what we've been losing at.
And
That's why we've been begging people.
And think about that number think about what we own in terms of what we generate. Think about how many people, how many businesses and systems and corporations are sustained with our wealth, our mindset.
Sprite.
Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron James on the bottle. Coca-Cola.
There's not a single one, I don't believe.
McDonald's. It's a rap song. Toyota car dealership. They beating hip hop music. Everything is catered toward our babies.
If McDonald's or one of them do One More Love song to the Chicken McNugget and them R&B songs, and like we go for it though. We like at some point. Not some point at all points. Accountability.
It's a mockery.
And let me tell you
it
something.
really is.
I thought about that one day so much that me and Michelle, we was in the house, man. I had my daughter, and I said, you know what? We turning off this TV. We're going to turn this bad boy off. Because everything that is pitched to me is a sale. It's nothing on the TV that's not trying to sell me something. Even if it's the show, right? But as soon as we leave from the show, we go straight into commercials, and you're trying to separate me from what?
My wealth.
Finances.
Yeah.
You trying to separate me from my You are an enemy.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you
That is
you ain't
it.
overstating
You
it.
an enemy.
That
You
is,
are enemy.
bro.
You are enemy. You are an enemy.
That is.
You are an enemy. And you know the thing about this, listen. Everybody else knows better than this shit. Everybody knows better than this except us. Except us. We got to develop the correct mindset. We got to develop a mindset where we can, you know what I'm saying, where we can change and turn this shit around. Because if we don't, we going to be destroyed, man.
Okay.
We are going to be destroyed.
You got questions too?
No, I'm just sitting here I took the hamster in my head. He
Yeah.
changed out a pair of Air Max, right?
Yeah.
Because I just be wanting to get to it and stuff, right? Like family. Like I really hope everybody that's listening right now is at the point to where like this is imperative that I have to be out there Saturday.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
imperative
on.
because we're moving
And
as
invite-
a unit.
As a
Invite
start.
2 people. Invite
Oh,
2
my
people.
goodness.
Bring 2 or 3 people with you.
Come on, family.
ahead, bro.
It's imperative that we do this. The next thing I want everyone to do, everyone that's online listening to us, we're going to do it ourselves as well. We're going to do it as well, family. I'm going to be deliberate with writing down, because we spend a lot of money in my household. I'm going to talk about me. On bullshit.
My house.
Everywhere.
You ain't
We
by yourself.
everywhere. We spending money, it don't matter.
And I'm in
you know what I'm saying?
charge of
If
the
we on the
purse.
go, all right, it's McDonald's. Here, Shereen, here go some fries. You know what I'm saying? I try to watch certain foods because I try to eat healthy, but hey, if we on the go, we grabbing something, right? I want to know for each person, like, for real, let's cut through all the haze. How many black businesses do you support a week? Let's just get to it.
Man.
Let's
Oh,
just
a
get
week?
to it.
Oh, well,
What?
we kind of conditioned at
Kinda
this
like
point.
all
Yeah,
of
I know,
them.
and I know us, right?
Yeah.
You heard me what I said.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
to everybody that's online and listening, right?
Yeah.
I want just everyone just thinking to themselves.
Throw it in the
right?
comments if you
like,
want
yeah,
to.
what places do you visit as a routine? I make it my business, 3 times a week, 4 times, whatever it is. Let's be intentional with those numbers right now. And if it's 0, it ain't nothing for us to be ashamed about. It's something for you to recognize now.
Yep.
Like, I'm not intentional with that. And
Yep.
catch up. And catch up.
And it's not like Eric said, it's not like there's going to be work to it. Example, I'm doing laundry, cleaning everything in the house, right? I ran out of True. Now, Family Dollar was still open. And I was like, I know the places that sell it. I closed right now. It's late. I only got a few more loads. I want to get this done so I can be done. But what sis do? Put that on pause and wait it till the next day till I can get to go get me some True And it took me, I'm on my second day of wrapping up. But the point is, so it's like those sacrifices. It ain't gonna kill me. The clothes are clean.
Black love and black unity ain't about convenience. It's gonna be inconvenient.
Yeah,
there will be times. Yeah,
but we are, in order to overcome the damage that we have suffered, we have to inconvenience ourselves.
Come on, bro.
Man, it's about sacrifice, bro. It's about sacrifice. I mentioned couple weeks ago, it's a business that I go into. Man, I have to give myself a pep talk before I walk through their doors because they be taxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand it, though. It's
Right.
about the support of this bit. I am intentional and deliberate when I go over there. You know what I'm saying?
And the taxing we don't get the same rates. Sis mentioned this before.
Yep.
Sister Diamond talked about this before. When I went in, you got this? Well, I don't have it, but I can get it for you. But the reason is they gonna charge me this much more on the dollar than they'll charge these
They
other
don't
places.
allow you to buy wholesale.
They don't.
oftentimes,
They got the
you know what I'm
monopoly
saying?
on
Yeah.
it. So we got to stick together and push that through.
Absolutely. My brother AC, that's one thing. He talk about that all the time. Hair, like we not with it, you know what I'm saying? You beautiful sisters with your regular hair, but if you gonna buy hair, hey,
Buy from your people.
Yeah.
you need to own something that you the majority of consumer of. You know what I'm saying? We buy chicken, like we need to own spots where we doing that. We love cars, we need to own like dealerships and things like that,
Exactly.
brother, right? So this is the mentality we pushing. We want everyone to get on the same page. This is what it is, bro. It's the Buy Black Tour, and we're intentional with our dollar. We're intentional with our thoughts because we know it won't be us that changes this world. We're going to put our input. We're concerned about what type of world we're leaving our young kings and queens. We're extremely concerned about that.
Because they got to carry it through.
Come on.
You can't have you know what I'm saying? You ever been at work and had a project with somebody and everybody got their parts? You know what I'm saying? You
feel
got
out
to
of
do
place.
your part.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be the person that feels like, dang, this wasn't done. Now I got to do this. Now I got to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's exhausting. We cannot do that to our children. We cannot have them trying to start. Like the blueprint was given so long ago. Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey gave it to us. If we look at our ancestors, they, if we watch them with the Black Wall Streets, like they showed us what it was. Now, at that time, it was out of necessity because there was no integration. So they had to be with each other. But there was a lesson learned there. We need to understand that we have to do this in order to have, get that generational wealth. That's just real talk.
Yeah, we need that kit back right there. We need to work out of that kit regardless what the conditions are. You know what I'm saying? Like, necessity is the mother of invention. We need to act like it's a necessity right now.
Early on in the New Era days, we used to, we'd sit around and have the meetings and stuff, and we'd be talking about the Liberated Zone, and I would get so excited because it's like, sis got this, bro got that, and it was just like everybody has their own power. You know what I mean? We all have the ability to create something, and it's just like, when you walk into these businesses and it's just like, man, what is your niche? You see something, you thinking like, man, it just gets your ball rolling. So I'm just encouraging y'all to bring the babies out, you know what I'm saying? Just so that they can see and get their balls rolling. You know what I mean? Get those gears just grinding because they may find their niche. We don't always want to birth workers,
At all.
And it's just like, with these different times, everybody's staying at home, kinda. But if we're going to stay at home, let's just make it a family thing where we're pushing out something effective and productive for our people to continue going.
Taking me right now. Someone had a comment on here. They said, don't forget about the online businesses.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly where you was at right
Yeah.
now. Right?
Yeah.
So many people have just bypassed brick and mortar. Like, let me leapfrog over that. And for us, that's the method. That's really the secret sauce for us. Always finding the loophole in the system because it was not meant for any of us
Yeah.
to have this wealth or these mentalities.
Yep.
So the loophole in the system, because we always talk about it, every time we score a touchdown, they move the goalpost back.
Come on.
Right? All right. Loophole in the system. Here's a loophole for us that it doesn't matter what the system looks like. Unity.
Unity.
If you do that right there, listen. Think of, have you ever watched a geographical or station where animals, and they have the fish, they like little minnows. And when they move in the water, when they attacked by a shark or whatever, watch how
They move together.
They come together.
They do not break ranks. We'll die together before we break
You see it with the ducks, bro. The ducks be about to commit suicide on Lakeshore
Yeah.
Drive, but don't nobody
But
move.
you ain't getting through.
No, you ain't.
You ain't getting through.
I done seen a couple of them on my walks. One would have a broke leg, and they waiting for him.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, exactly, sis,
Yeah.
right? The fish, they move like that, right? Even in the joint. I've seen brothers do it. Fin ball. I bet you better not walk through that line when they get to moving. You better not break that line when one love come through there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How can we do it right there?
Come on.
And can't do it out here.
That's the same
Keep
thing
our
at
eyes
the
on
university.
keep our eyes on the prize.
The college educate the frats, you can't break their lines
Right,
either.
you can't break them
So
lines.
the thing is, we know. I think we just get caught up in conveniences. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit is too easy for us nowadays. And it's like, y'all gonna have to break a sweat, because when you talk about where we came from, I'm talking about they had to teach themselves to read this broken ass language. Nothing was designed for us, and they was
Nothing.
like, we getting ready to figure this thing out. There you go. From not being able to read, from being shackled, and here we are today, bitching, moaning, and complaining about shit that all we got to do is with our intelligence and we got we've got access. Like, come on, y'all, it's frustrating.
I think at some point though, we're choosing to be easily distracted.
Yeah,
We
that's
do.
what I'm saying. It's
We
the
do.
convenience. Yeah,
We do.
It's just like, damn, y'all, like,
Excuse me.
stay
do.
focused.
Right.
We do. All of what we talked about, I'm telling you, the most damaging blow to us, one of the worst things that could have ever happened to us was forced integration. And just the whole our whole aspiration as a people and as a community is to be accepted, treated correctly, liked and whatnot. That is not the goal. That should have never been the objective. And so instead of building, we spent so much time begging.
Right.
So much time begging, so much time trying to see to it that we are treated the same as everybody else.
See our humanity.
When we shouldn't have been we shouldn't have given a fuck about that. The only thing we should have been doing is building and making sure we can secure it. You know what I'm saying? We talked about you mentioned Black Wall Street and there were other, you know what I'm saying, there were other towns and organizations or whatever. Like, I don't think people realize and understand though, but those were the foundations for our wealth. And they intentionally and deliberately destroyed that.
Key words.
They intentionally and deliberately destroyed that. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then they when they destroyed our wealth, they made it where we don't even aspire to have those anymore, or for a long time. Now you see it coming back. You know what I'm saying? To buy black and everybody being excited about. But for the longest, we didn't even aspire to have that.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? Our thing was making sure that we could go into somebody else's establishment and be treated the same.
Yeah.
Like, that is just so. And I don't mean to diss our elders and the ones who made those sacrifices for that. But to me, that is so backwards. That is so backwards. Like, I couldn't care less who likes me. Like, we need to treat other people like we treat each other. We don't
There
give
you
a
go.
fuck if another nigga don't like us. We be like, so?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need to be the same way with other people.
That's right.
I be so prideful when I be out shopping with my people. I just be like, hey, I take a lot of pride in it. And it's just like, the other night I was sitting there tripping, and Brother Al, he posted one of my favorite wines. And I just sat there. I had my book from my sister, bought a book from my sister. She wrote poetry. And then I had my black owned wine, and I
From
just
the liquor
had
store.
from the liquor store. And it was just like, I was just sitting there just looking around like, damn, I buy black a lot. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
And
Like,
it feels good.
It feels amazing.
Yeah.
That I'm helping and I'm loving what I'm buying. So it's not just, I'm just buying to support. It's some stuff that we really genuinely need. Some stuff that is specifically geared for black folks.
Look, my niece borrowed, because my niece lives downstairs. She borrowed my Reynolds wrap, and I'm upstairs because I'm cooking. And I'm like, Judea, go down there and get my black on Reynolds. Go get my black on. Yeah. She was like, the black on. Yeah, go get my
that's
black
look,
on.
ain't got no name, but that's the black on. Let's go get my stuff.
It's the family. We can't fake this love.
Yeah.
We can't fake this love. It's like real, pure, genuine love.
It is.
And once you feel it, family, it's almost like if you spent your whole life as a piece of coal and you was able to maintain, then I guess you cool with that. But once you go through a specific type of pressure, and then someone show you a mirror, and now you see you then converted to a diamond, and you shining, and your value has increased, you'll never want to go back to being a piece of coal again, family. All right?
Yeah.
But we are diamonds, family.
Somebody let them know.
We have diamonds. They have stolen, beaten, like our pride, our richness out of us. We got to reclaim that, family, okay? Sister, come on in before we get up out of here.
So before we get up out of here, y'all, I want to give y'all the information again. Saturday, October 23rd, 2021, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Join up with New Era Chicago for our Buy Black tour. That will be beginning at 75th and Wabash, family. We're going to move back east. A little bit past King Drive, bring the family. Again, it's a bunch of stores. We got health food stores. We got different soul food restaurants. We got bakeries. We got wood shops. Barbecue, the whole nine. Barbecue, different boutiques. So y'all come on out with us and link up with the family, y'all, and let's support our people.
Absolutely.
The love is real, family. Before we get out of here, we see you guys tuning in with us. Sister Katrina, Bernadine, Sharon, Brother Bryson, Janessa, Brother Anthony. It's love, family. We appreciate you all.
Always.
Continue to tune in with us. We're never gonna let our foot off the gas pedal. We're moving forward, family. All right.
Let's go.
Solution focus.
See y'all
We'll
Saturday.
see you all Saturday. Let's get to it.
Peace
And
and
come
love.
cute, because I'm bringing the camera.
Now you know now.
Come on, go. You said.
Do this for my people all across the globe. The skin I'm in, fit me fine, tailor made, yeah, I'm comfortable.